All right, so here we go. So focusing on your breath. So feel that rib cage expand. And as you exhale, feel everything drop down and in. Think about really trying on that inhale, like the back bottom rib to go toward the ground more. Get that space at the sides of the ribs to decrease. And then begin to exhale, lift the pelvic floor, draw up and in. And then at the very end, you're also layering those ribs downwards. You're getting abs engaged from all different directions. Exhale, draw up and in, zip, drop down. And then give me that gentle imprint and release. So again, just a very gentle, very subtle lengthening of the low back, using those abdominals, and then slowly release back to where you started. Just two more. And then let's put George underneath your right foot. Start out in neutral. And as you exhale, you're going into imprint as you press that leg out long. Inhale, pull back to center. Just two more like that. Slowly, straight out, neutral as you pull back in. One more time. And this time out, let the knee rotate outward. Keep that same line you were just rolling though, and then pull it back in. Slide out straight, roll out, pull up the same line, knee to center. Last time this direction. And then let's reverse it. So drop the knee out first, only as far as you can maintain control through the pelvis, and this knee goes toward the ceiling. Last one here, and then switch feet. Uh-oh, I lost George. Okay, so out and in. So slide it out, slide it in, slide it out, slide it in. One more, again, imprint as you go out, neutral as you come back in. This time going out, adding that external rotation, knee and toe rolled out as you pull up, back to neutral. So again, really think about that core. Exhale, straighten the leg. You've got that imprint going on. Inhale, back to neutral, reversing direction. And then release. All right, over onto your side. Spine twist. You can do George, you can do Tony balls. Pick toys of choice. Knees and hips at 90, you're squeezing in. So we'll do 3 where the hips stay, and then we'll 3 where we shift. So starting with inhale, arm, woo, toward the ceiling without dropping your Tony ball. Exhale, just rotate that rib cage back. Stay, inhale. Exhale, and slowly release back. So really pay attention to feeling those hips stay still. Turn the rib cage. Inhale and back. One more time. And then adding everything. So inhale up, shift that low back, the knee back, round the low back, turn the rib cage. You should have a much greater range of motion. And then using those obliques to come all the way back around. 2 more. Inhale up, exhale, shift and twist. And then back around. One more time. Inhale up, exhale, round, shift and twist. And other side. All right, starting with hips staying still, hips and knees both at 90. Top arm reaches forward. Inhale up, keep your knees down, keep your hips stacked, turn the rib cage. Inhale, stay. Exhale, pull all the way back around. Up. So once that arm goes up, keep that relationship across the chest as you twist back. So again, getting that spine to mobilize. Una más. And then adding the shift of the pelvis, the rounding of that low back, and finally the turn of the rib cage. And notice how much deeper you get into that rotation. Again, neither is better, just different. Last one. All right, and then coming around to all fours. So coming into cat. So starting from the tailbone and rounding toward the top of the head. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Take an inhale. As you exhale, slowly start from those abdominals, round the low back. Again, equal curve in that whole spine. So if you can see yourself, to really pay attention and avoid over rounding that upper back. And then start from your tailbone, slowly straighten the spine, back out, gentle extension. Exhale, slowly round through the low back, soft through the upper back, drop the head, and then release. One more time. Sky here is going to show us how to do cat. Yes, you are. All right, then starting from the head. So start with the head, drop down. Again, softly round through that upper back and then get that low back to tuck. And then from the head, pulling forward. Again, head drops on exhale, rounding, equal curvature through your whole spine. And then pull forward. Last one. And then release. All right, let's do flip around and we'll do some hip rolls, some scapular isolation, some arm circles. Nice, guy. You're gonna help. You're gonna help. Oh. If you'd like to put George in between the knees, you're welcome to. Cat can go on the lap if she wants to stay. Or she can purr by the ear, that works too. All right, so inhale. As you exhale, roll through imprint, slowly articulate the spine. Think about pulling the knees over those toes. Inhale, long through that low back at the top, and then exhale, slowly release back down. Inhale, exhale, articulate. Again, think about glutes are firing. Keep the low back long, open up at the top. Reach the knees away from the shoulders. Release down, and again, you're trying to notice, am I going straight up and straight down the spine? Is there any shifting? And again, hopefully by the end, we've made that better. One more after this one. All right, and then arms up to the ceiling. If you have your toning balls handy, you're welcome to use those. Nice guy. All right, so inhale. Feel the rib cage expand. Then start to pull the shoulder blades apart. You can just add a little bit right on the end. As you exhale, sink yourself back down. Inhale, shoulder blades up. Exhale, sink back down. Inhale up. So neck gets to stay relaxed. So again, keep this small. What's the smallest motion you can do here and really feel that isolation? One more. And then arms going into circles. So inhale, the arms go overhead, circle around to your side. I got a cat in my way, I can only do this one side. Inhale, up. So you do both sides. Inhale, up. And let's reverse it. So slowly down, circle around, and up. Sorry, Sky, I know I'm pushing you. Last one. And then arms to your sides, coming into head nod. And it's so nice to have a purring kitten by your ear, I'm telling you. Inhale, lengthen through the back of the neck. Exhale, release. So start with the eyes the next time. Lengthen through the back of the neck. The eyes drop first, then the neck lengthens. Eyes to the ceiling, straight up. Neck releases. Eyes lengthen on inhale. Eyes up, release. Yeah. One more time. All right, adding on the ab prep. So staying in neutral, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, core engages first. Strong through those abdominals, and then use the abs to lift yourself up. Arms are coming parallel to the ground. And then on the next exhale, slowly releasing yourself down, broad across the collarbones. Inhale, head up. Exhale, engage first, and then lift up. Stay for inhale, and lengthen out. Down one more time. Exhale, engage first. Stay in that neutral, lift up. And we're just going to change the pattern for 3. more times. So inhale, lengthen, exhale, curl, inhale down. At the end of that down, you're resetting your head nod. Exhale, re-engage and curl. Inhale, release down. At the very end, head nod again. Exhale, last one here. And release. All right, flipping over, breaststroke preps. George, if you would like. All right, so hands in goalpost, forehead down. Take a few breaths, notice how you feel. Legs are long, core is engaged. And then as you inhale, slowly push the breastbone forward. As you exhale, slowly release yourself back down. Inhale, push the breastbone forward. Exhale, release it back down. Last one. Again, notice the ball rolling. And then arms come down by your sides, shoulders are rounded forward, breaststroke prep 2. Inhale, shoulder blades pull back, reach the arms, lift the torso, push George forward. Exhale, release down. Inhale, open, lift, exhale, release back down. Inhale, open, lift, release down. We got one more. And then hands underneath your forehead, breaststroke prep 3. So same lift, just to that hover line. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower down. So think about low back stays still. Legs stay nice and solid on the ground. We got one more. And then go ahead and sit back into shell. Actively engaging these abdominals around that low back. And then please come around to sitting. We're going to go into half roll back. Ugh. Again, George can go between the knees if you would like. All right. Arms reaching forward. So inhale, tall spine. As you exhale, pull the pubic bone up, roll yourself back. And again, feel equal curve in your whole spine. So stay long. And on the next exhale, slowly rounding yourself deeper into that forward fold. Keep your curve. Inhale, start to roll back. Once you get past where that perpendicular would be, then you're exhaling and really scooping through those abdominals. Inhale, stay. Exhale, C-curve yourself forward. Inhale, start to open up at the hips. So you're keeping that C-curve the whole time. We're just challenging it. So what happens if you go back an inch farther? Inhale, exhale, roll back. Let's do one more. And this time going all the way down. Arms go overhead, coming into roll up. Inhale, head nod, exhale, roll through, ab prep, imprint, squeeze into George and bring yourself up. Come on, you got it. There you go. Inhale, start your roll back. Exhale, slowly articulate. Squeeze into George. Knees can stay slightly bent. You can lengthen the legs out more if you'd like. But again, pick a different angle maybe than what you normally do, so you get stronger at different angles. Inhale, exhale, you're rolling down. Let's do two more like this. So take your time, shoulders are relaxed, you're open across the collarbones. Inhale, head nod, exhale, ab prep, imprint, roll. Last one, and we're gonna finish up down. So finish down, take your time. And then one foot gets to go on George. Let's do your left foot on George, right leg to tabletop. So coming into one leg circle. So if you'd like, the left leg, you can extend it out. You can also extend that right leg straighter toward the ceiling. Goal here is that the pelvis stays level. So even in the base, what can you maintain here as we do this? So as you inhale, bring the leg in towards you a little bit, then you're going to circle toward the center and then away. And then as you exhale, core is engaging, you're bringing the leg back out, up, center. Inhale, bring it in a little bit, exhale, circle away. Try to keep the left leg still. We got one more this direction. And then we got 3 going the other way. So think about femur moving in that hip socket. It's all about that oblique stability. Last one here. And then release, other side. So George under that right foot. And again, if you want to start there and then straighten the leg out, you're welcome to. So the right leg, you get to decide where it goes. If you want to keep the left leg tabletop, and again, it's all about those hips being level. You can also straighten it out more. So circling in towards you first. So inhale, pull in a little bit, circle away, exhale, out to the side, and then back to center. Inhale, up, around center, exhale to the outside, back up. So really checking in with those right obliques. Last time this direction. And then 3 times the other way. Take your time. Rock solid on the other side. This side is like, well, I don't know about that. Last one. I hope that's 3 because you know how my counting is. And then release, knees in adjust. Let me check the list. Rolling like, oh, sit, spine twist. Go ahead and bring yourself up to sitting. Spine twist, so if you want George, you're welcome to use George. So comfortable sitting, tall spine. So you're lifting everything up and out of that pelvic bowl. Make sure you're equally on the sit bones. Shoulder blades are back and down, ribs lift away from the hips. Cinch that corset. All right, take an inhale. As you exhale, you're slowly rotating towards your right. And then exhale, go a little farther. Exhale, go a little farther. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Feel your corset cinch. Feel your spine grow long. Inhale, center. So you have 3 small, 1 big exhale and 2 smaller exhales. Again, be more efficient and engaging those obliques so you can get a little farther around, a little farther around. 1 more set. And release. Okay, now we get to do rolling like a ball. So ball, George, is going to go behind your knees. All right, so you're in that half roll back position. Go ahead and pick the feet up, find your balance. Make sure you're cleared to roll behind you. Inhale, go ahead and roll back toward those shoulder blades. Exhale, come back up and stick your balance. So again, George behind your knees keeps you from opening those legs up and using momentum. You will use some here, but I really want you to use the right momentum. All right, now take the arms away. Same thing. Roll, come back up and balance. Roll, balance. 1 more. All right, now I want you to take George away, and I want you to keep the heels in by yourself. So those hamstrings are really having to pull. You're really having to focus on keeping those heels in. It's different than when George is there. 1 more. 3 total. And then slowly release yourself down onto your back. Tabletop. Single leg stretch. All right, so inhale, give me a head nod. Exhale, re-engage through that core, check in, and then slowly curl yourself up. All right, so exhale, right leg extends out, left knee pulls in, nice and slow. Pull and pull. So the same side leg, same side arm as the leg that's coming in, goes to the ankle, the other one guides the knee. Two more sets. And then knees into chest, release down. Tabletop the legs. Fingertips can go behind the head. And again, you're lengthening the back of the neck, pushing the head back gently, and elbows are going to be slightly forward. Inhale, head nod. Exhale, go ahead and curl yourself up. Coming into obliques, so nice and slow. So exhale, right shoulder, right leg. Stay for inhale. Stay for exhale. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, left arm, left leg. So you can pull that right knee in a little bit. Stay for your one breath. And then release, partway down. Exhale, right. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, left. Check that core engagement. 2 more sets. Exhale. Remember, try to mind your tabletop. Try to keep the ankle knee height or slightly above. And then release. Check in, see how you feel. And then we have double leg stretch, and we'll have fun with slow double leg stretch. So hands by your knees. Inhale, head nod. Exhale, curl up. From here, exhale, legs out, arms out. Inhale, circle the arms, pull the legs back in. Exhale. So legs toward the ceiling more. You have less strain on your low back. Legs go down more, you have more of a challenge. Again, what's appropriate for where you are today? We got 3 more. Again, think about the core. Zip. You can even think stronger imprint as you reach out, neutral as you come. Let's do 1 more because we know how my counting is. And release. Okay, slow double leg stretch. This is the one where I adjust my position so you can see what's going on. All right, so your head's going to be lifted. Your hands are light pressure in as the knees go out. Inhale, head nod. Exhale, straighten, curl up. So arms are down by your side. As you inhale, arms go up and overhead. Exhale, circle the arms, circle the legs, and then slowly release back down. Inhale, head nod. Exhale, extend. Start your inhale. Now I have the breath right. Exhale, slowly finish your circles, and then slowly release back down. Let's just do 2 more. Head nod, curl. Exhale. Inhale, arms overhead. Stay lifted and release. I'm going to do 1 more from this side. Inhale, head nod. Exhale, curl and extend. Up, circling, and release. Go ahead and rock around that low back for a moment while I check and see what's next. All right, we got shoulder bridge. All right, so feet on the ground. If you would like to put George under your left foot, you're welcome to, totally optional. I'm going to opt not to today. All right, so from here, think of long spine. You're in neutral. You're going to be hinging right where that leg comes into the pelvis. So take an inhale, rib cage, exhale, engage, and then keeping that spine straight, use your glutes to lift up, and then slowly lower 3/4 of the way down, just enough to feel your glutes tap lightly. Exhale, back up. So you're maintaining this nice neutral spine. There's no articulation per se. Ribs and hips are staying the same distance apart the whole time. Last one here. Go ahead and come all the way down and reset yourself. All right, so from here, exhale, go ahead and curl or lift yourself up. So if you have the ball under the left leg, keep it there, right leg to tabletop, hips are staying level. Inhale, leg to the ceiling, exhale, lower down, inhale, up, exhale, down. Glutes are firing, 1 more, back to tabletop, and then slowly articulate your foot down. Roll toe ball heel and release the hips. George goes under the right foot now. Exhale when you're ready. Bring yourself back up. Lock the core and glutes are engaged. Slowly bring that left leg to tabletop. It goes up straight. So exhale, down, inhale, up. Exhale just to knee height. Back up, tabletop, and then articulate down, toe, ball, heel, and then slowly release. Again, exhale. Oh, sorry, George goes under the left foot. We got one more set. So lift up. Lift that right leg all the way up, and 3, 2, make sure those hips are level. Last one, bring it down, and release. Switch George to the other foot, up, get yourself set. Left leg is up. You got 3, 2, last one. And then bend, bend, and release. Check in for a moment. Oh, roll over prep. Okay. So cross your ankles. Arms are going to go overhead. That kind of just helps hold you in place. So think about where you are right now. So if you can, go into imprint. And notice as you imprint, it just brings the knees in a little bit because you roll the pelvis. Inhale, release back out. Exhale, imprint. Notice what the spine is doing. So you're keeping this hip angle open. Again, legs can be parallel if you prefer. All right, now I want you to think hip roll action. So you're going to go through that imprint and then you're going to lift your hips, but do it from the spine. So again, the hip angle stays open. So exhale. Again, how far can you go up and hold at the top? If you're throwing it up, you can't control it, make it smaller. So I really want you to think about control here. So exhale, curl, hold, and release. So size is irrelevant. It's more about getting these abdominals to engage and beginning to lift the hips. Same motion as you had with hip roll. The spine was doing all the work. The glutes were engaging some, so you don't have that here, but you do have the weight of the legs starting to help you. Let's do one more. And then release. Oh, let me check in. All right, flipping over. I got one leg kick. Ugh. All right, so up on your elbows, if that's okay for your low back. Anytime you need to, you can drop your torso down. Hands will be underneath that forehead. Sorry, I have a head pad under my knees. That's not where it goes. All right, core is engaged. You're bending the elbows, you're pulling the elbows back. Feel like you're stretching through the core. Pubic bone stays pressed down. From here, you're slowly going to bring that right heel in. You have 2 presses in as far as you can go without pelvis rocking. And left leg, alternating sides. Again, so notice what you feel. Any discomfort in the low back, re-engage the abs, make your range of motion a little smaller. Exhale, pull back, release. Exhale, pull back, release. So you should feel like you get a little stretch through the front. You're having to challenge the core, keep the glutes fired. One more time right, one more time left. And then go ahead and bring your torso all the way down, hands in goalpost, thumbs near your shoulders. All right, hover the spine. Lower body stays pressing into the ground and down. Lift the arms up. As you exhale, slowly reach the arms forward. Inhale. Hands come back to your hips, extend through the spine, pushing the breastbone forward. Slowly lower down, arms reach forward. Exhale, inhale, extend. So full breaststroke. Take your time here. And again, feel length being created as you're exhaling, as you're reaching the arms forward, as you're lowering the spine down. As you're extending up, push forward from the breastbone. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Stay long through your low back. Pelvis stays still. We got 2 more. And then sit back into shell. All right, and then go ahead and come around to sitting again. We are going to do a little saw action, and then we're going to entertain ourselves with some open leg rocker. Okay, I'm going to flip the other way for my head. Okay, so feet are about mat width apart. Bend the knees as much as you need to so you can get the spine straight. Excuse me. Arms out to your side, shoulders are relaxed. So take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to rotate to your right. The left hand goes to the outside of that right foot, and you slowly reach. Inhale, slowly bring yourself back up. Exhale, going the other way. Just one twist and one reach. So pay attention to what the arm that's going out to the side is doing. It might be going out to the side. It might be going back. Typically, it will rotate downward a little bit all on its own, and that's fine. Again, head can look underneath that back arm. Think about reach with the spine. So pelvis is staying relatively still. Think about articulate down with the spine. That action of that hip roll again. Think about what you're feeling through the obliques. Last time here. And up. All right, give yourself room to roll. And then go ahead and roll yourself back into C curve. So we do use C to J curve here, so let's practice that a little bit first. So shoulder blades are back and in, zip up that C curve. As you inhale, extend to J, thoracic extends, low back stays still. Your position on the pelvis stays still. Exhale to C. Inhale to J. Exhale to C. Inhale to J. Exhale to C. One more time. All right, now bring yourself into balance. Stay in C curve. So you can reach arms forward and hold on to shins. You can reach and hold on to big toes. Again, what's going to work for you here? So shoulder blades are back and in. Lift to J to start. As you inhale, roll back to C curve. Exhale, come back up. Oops, C curve. And then lift to J curve at the end. Inhale, back. Exhale, come back up. Evidently, I need to do this one more. J curve. Inhale. Exhale, C curve to start, stick it, and then lift to J. Again, think about that low back is staying in that rounded position. I got it. Okay, I got J curve in a minute. There we go. Two more. So start your roll back from J, and as you go back, you should roll through C. Last one. And then release. Check in, see how you feel. Where are we? Oh, my favorite time of class. Side leg series. Okay, side kick. We'll do traditional set today. All right, so the bottom leg can bend, it can be straight. Again, what do you want to challenge today? You can use toning ball in front for the hand if you'd like. Core is engaged. All right, the top leg is parallel. You're reaching that top hip away. The bottom rib is lifted. Side kick. So inhale, bring it forward. Keep your pelvis still. Keep your tailbone reaching toward the bottom of your mat. As you exhale, engage through the core. Allow yourself to lengthen with control as the leg goes behind you. Inhale forward. Exhale back. And again, you're really minding the bottom rib here. Use the hand if you need to. More of a challenge, the hand goes away. Think about that bottom leg is actively pressing downward. One more. All right, both legs out straight, abduction. So exhale, how high can you lift? Inhale, release. So you're keeping that good alignment. So reach out and up. Reach out and up. That knee stays pointing forward, maybe even slightly down. One more, up and hold. Now we have small circles, 5 each way. So again, knee stays forward. More of a challenge to have that bottom leg straight. More control to have it slightly bent. Other direction, that was 5 by my count. We know how that is. And then both legs out. You're going to zip the bottom leg to the top and then release both legs down. Top, bottom, and release. Again, pelvis stays still. You're moving the femurs in the hip sockets. Inhale, exhale. Again, hips are stacked. 2 more. Remember when this was tough? Last one. Ugh. All right, both legs together. Boom. So now you're going to feel your feet, your ankles slide on each other. Because again, that bottom rib's still up, pelvis is still still. One more. All right, bottom arm goes out, lateral flexion. So you can choose top arm up, top arm never touches. Exhale, lift. Inhale, slowly release down. Exhale, push with the elbow, push with the hand. Whoa. And release, a little bit more stability. You're keeping that top hand down. Pause at the top. Get yourself that time to reset and then control the lowering. Two more. And release. Other side. Oh. All right, starting off with side kick. Again, bend the bottom leg if you need to. Keep it straight if you want that challenge. Bottom ribs lifted, long spine, hips are stable. And again, inhale, side kick the leg forward. As you exhale, it slowly goes back, open up. Inhale, slowly press it forward. Exhale, take it back. Again, think about that bottom leg actively pressing downward. That might actually help you lift that rib up and keep it up as well. Last one. All right, legs out straight. Slowly lower down and lift. Knee and toes stay forward. Again, what's your range of motion you can do? And then challenge it a little bit, being able to, again, keep everything else still. You're simply moving that femur in the hip socket. One more, up and hold, circles. You got 5 each direction. Again, watch that stability. You're getting everything in that hip to integrate. Pause at the top, reversing directions. You got it. And then hold that top leg, bottom leg zips to it, and slowly down. Up, up, control both down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale the top leg, exhale the bottom leg, and the lowering. Relax your shoulders. Again, what's the height that you can still maintain stability and lift to? One more. And then both legs together. Up and down. All right, and then we have lateral flexion. So find that stability. As you exhale, lift, and then slowly release down. Exhale, core engages, lift. Try to keep shoulders and hips all in that nice same plane. One more. And release. All right, we need George. Oh, on your back. Lifting your hips up, George, underneath the sacrum. So we have scissors and we have bicycle up here. So go ahead and one leg up, give me that imprint, and then the other. Make sure you're good. Watch your tabletop. And then legs to the ceiling. Again, arms are wherever you need for stability or challenge. So split scissors. 2 presses, pull back up. 2 presses, pull back up. So both legs press, open, and then bring it together. Press, open, together. Let's do 2 more sets. That was 1. All right, and then into bicycle. So the right leg bends, kicks out straight, the left leg starts its journey. So both legs are kind of working opposite each other, but this is not a symmetrical motion. Again, watch your tabletop as you come in 90 degrees or so at the knee. That's where it moves away. All right, and then we're going to reverse it. Last set. And then knees into chest. We're going to do windmill while we're here because we love windmill. So take your time, let the hips open on those half circles. So do your scissors and then they circle out, come back around, center, circle, out, around, center. Last one. And then release. Knees in, check in. Both feet down to the ground, lift the hips, and flip yourself over. Coming into double leg kick. All right, so feet are gonna be mat. Nope, legs are gonna be parallel. I got it. I know where I am. All right, head is rotated to your right. Hands are in the small of the back. So we're gonna start with just the upper body, and then we'll add the lower body in. So the lower body you've kind of already done before. All right, so as you inhale, you're pushing the breastbone forward. You're lifting the chest. Back of the neck stays long. Exhale, release the head to the other side. Hands go back into the back. Allow the shoulder blades to relax. One more. Open up. Stay long through the low back, but that is the key. All right, so open up. This time, as you're exhaling, lowering the torso, bring your heels in for 3 presses. Both heels come in. We did a single leg kick already. And then you're going to lift up with the legs as you lift the torso, and they open out mat width apart. Slowly release the torso, the legs come together. You have 3 kicks. And then straighten out and up. Push the breastbone forward. Release the torso, 3 kicks. The knees are on the ground. Legs go out, knees and toes wide. 3. So again, getting that whole backside to engage and stabilize. Really trying to mind your low back. Press and release. Last one. And we got one more on the other side. And open and release. Let's go ahead and flip around into shell. We got a little bit of teaser. We'll do teaser modified so that we can be successful at it, which means you need your George. Where are we on time? We're good. All right, George goes into the small of the back and you recline such that you can get yourself into tabletop and be comfortable here. So your sacrum's gonna be probably on the ground. Your SC curve. All right, take a nice deep inhale. Arms go parallel to the legs. As you exhale, slowly extend the legs, J curve the spine, arms overhead. Pull it back. Oops, tabletop. All right, exhale. So right at the moment, it's probably easier to go ahead and take the legs and the arms up at their own angles. One more. And release. Check in, knees to chest. All right, back to tabletop. All right, so this time you're just lifting here, but then you're gonna lower and lift without losing the spine. All right, so exhale, arms and legs are parallel. Lower the legs a little bit, pull them back in, tabletop. Exhale, parallel, lower the legs a little bit, lift the legs, tabletop. Last one. Down, up, and release. Woo, okay, just something a little different today with teaser, right? Okay. That's what I say, Denise. All right, let's do a little bit of swimming. And then we'll do some leg pull. All right, face down. Arms are gonna reach forward. Legs are gonna be parallel. Core engages, and again, you can start with opposite arm, opposite leg while your spine stays in hover. Move back a little bit. So again, the goal here is the pelvis stays still. Use your glutes to lift the leg. Use your shoulder blade to lift the arm. And again, if you want to pick it up to a different level and you know what that is, you're welcome to. I'm just going to stay here today. It feels good. Feels like I'm getting what I need out of it. All right, let's do 3 more sets. We started right arm, finish left arm. And then release. Go ahead and gently come back to shell. And then up to all fours. Spread the hands, fingertips pointing forward. Again, core is engaged, shoulders are over those hands. All right, tuck your toes under. Exhale, core engages, lift the knees. From here, push your weight forward, pull your weight back. So you're moving from the ankles. Your knees are like an inch off the ground. The smaller the lift, the better. Think about a nice long spine that comes from core. We have one more. And then release and child's pose. Again, actively engage the abdominals around your low back. And then slowly bring yourself up. Let's do mermaid as our side stretch. And then we'll finish with some hip rolls and be done for today. All right, so back foot is gently pointed. Protect the knee. So inhale up, exhale, slowly drop the elbow, reach over. Inhale, feel that rib cage expand, reach long. Exhale, push that top hip back as you roll the rib cage forward. Stay here for inhale. Exhale, pull yourself back to center. That knee can come back in line. Exhale, come up. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale. Exhale. And then center. And then switch sides. The platform really does make that easy to switch sides. All right, so inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale, feel the top half of the rib cage expand. As you exhale, roll forward. Push that top knee back. Inhale, stay. Exhale, center. And then all the way up. And Gypsy is now sassy. It's been a 3-cat kind of a class. Exhale, push the top hip back, knee back as you roll forward. And center, and up. Onto your back. Let's finish up with hip rolls. See how you're moving differently. See how you're moving differently. Oh. And just take a breath or two here. Get yourself set. And then when you're ready, on an exhale, engage, drop the ribs, roll the pelvis, feeling that articulation long through the low back. Maybe even your end point feels different. And then slowly articulate down. Again, noticing as you roll up, breathing down, is there any wobble? Do you feel like you're rolling more smoothly? Oh, we have another purring cat. Purring fluffy or unfluffy syndrome. Last one, just because it feels good. All right, Denise, you are done for today.
That is right. Well, some of those